Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Munioluwa Ogunleye. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 reasons why international students are not getting funding, whether full funding or half funding. But before we go any further, please, if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, share, spread the good news about this channel. And please don't forget to turn your notification bell so that when new videos drop, you will be one of the first to hear the gist. The first reason why international students are not getting funding is because they are not asking the right question or the right people question. When I got my admission for my master's program, one of the first thing I did was to reach out to some of my friends in the United States to ask them about funding because I knew that at that time my family was not financially buoyant then to be able to foot everything. I just needed, like, if I can get 50%, my family will be able to like pay for the rest. And so when I reached out to them, I heard for the first time about graduate or teaching assistant. Prior to this time, I don't know anything about GA shape. And so after they told me about it and how it I sent an email to my department program coordinator asking if there is graduate assistant position, and they replied that there is. So if I had not asked my friends or even my program coordinator, I may not have known about this opportunity, and might have missed the opportunity or pay out of pocket for my master's program. So asking the right question and asking the right people question. And another part of this first point is that while preparing for grad school, one of the things that I did was to go on YouTube and watch lots of YouTube videos about funding and how people got their funding. So that's the first one. So the second reason why international students are not getting funding is because they are not submitting the application on time. So getting funding or scholarship is first come first serve. So when you're applying for grad school, we have what we call a priority date and a general deadline date. So priority date means that those that submit the application within this priority date have a higher chance of getting a form of funding or the other. So, for instance, the priority date can be like April, while the general deadline can be like July. So, that is the reason why you need to submit your application on time. If you're not sure about when a priority date is, you can send an email to your graduate coordinator and ask them if there is a priority date or a general deadline date for submission of application. It's better to be safe than sorry. So that's second reason. So the third reason why international students are not getting funding is because our program do not have funding or scholarship. Some programs do not have funding, and it is a risk for you to apply for such program that do not have funding if you're looking for funding. And that is why it's always advisable that when applying for grad school, you apply to as many schools as possible. And make sure that when you're applying for grad school, make sure you check their site and go to students, then check if they like a scholarship or funding under like their students column in their website to determine whether you apply to the school or not. Because if a program does not have scholarship, they can't give you scholarship. Now, the fourth reason why international students are not getting scholarship is because they limit their funding source. Most times, we pay attention to fundings that we get from the university itself, but we do not pay attention to external scholarship that is available for us. I did a video a while ago. I'm going to link it up here about external scholarship or funding that international students can apply for. Although they may have and their requirements. I mean, some scholarship is for PhD students, while some scholarship are for masters and PhD students. So you can check out this list and try to apply to them as soon as possible. So do not limit your search for funding to the funding that is available from your university. You can check funding that is available from a, a third party organization that are giving funding to students. And also, I heard that sometimes government of your own country can also give you scholarship. So the last but not the least is that you do not, in your personal statement, you do not sell your skill set or your experience. You do not have control over your GPA because you already have your GPA. But the personal statement is the only document in your application that you have control over. And so this is your personal statement is not just to tell them about yourself. is to tell them about things that you have done and things that you're capable of doing. In your personal statement, do not exaggerate, but please do not sell yourself short. If, for example, when I was writing my personal statement, I indicated in my personal statement that while in law school, I did tutorials for some of my classmates or some of my classes. And I also mentioned that I did some research work. So this is really important for you to state in your personal statement, because some application or some schools do not have a separate application for graduate assistant or for scholarship. They use your personal statement, your GPA, and some other documents or a letter of recommendation to decide whether you deserve a form of funding or GA. That, let me explain it better. Some application, you apply for the admission, then apply for scholarship. While some schools, it is your application for admission that is used to determine whether you deserve a scholarship or not. So your personal statement is an opportunity for you to blow your trumpet. Let me use that word, but don't exaggerate. But you blow your trumpet. Tell them, if you have experience in teaching, state it there. If you have experience in doing research, state it there, because it can change and create opportunities for you, especially funding opportunities. I hope you find this information very, very helpful. Please, if you have any questions, please drop it on in the comment section. I will try to respond to them as soon as possible. But please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and spread the good news about this channel. Until we meet again in next time, remember, in 2024, take those baby steps, because great vision, great wealth, and greatness is built on the premise of baby and small steps. Thank you so much. Bye bye.